Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is going to be a review and comparison video on drugstore stick foundations. I wanted to do this video during foundation February, but I actually did not test any of these stick foundations out in like a first impressions wear test video. But just so you guys know, I did test these stick foundations out for the first time during the month of February, and I've been trying them out throughout the month. It is going to be very similar to my other review and comparison videos, although I didn't do wear test videos on these foundations. I will show you a clip of how my skin looked at the end of a 12-hour day, so you guys will still get a visual on how the foundations lasted on my skin after 12 hours. I think that's everything I wanted to cover in the intro. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy. I am drinking tea. It's just black tea, but I added some honey to it to make it a little bit sweeter. Why I wanted to do stick foundations was because I really wanted to try out the Wet n Wild stick foundation and the new Milani stick foundation, but I couldn't find either of those sticks in Canada, so I don't even know if we have them in Canada yet. I decided to just try out other stick foundations that have been on the market for a while. I think I want to start off with this one. This is the Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Foundation Stick. This one isn't new by any means, but I wanted to test it out because I've had pretty good luck with the Superstay line from Maybelline. I like their liquid foundation, and I also ended up really liking their powder foundation. This is supposed to be a cream to matte formula. Has a precision blender. Well, it has like this squishy kind of sponge thingy on the end. I've never actually used this sponge, but it does have a sponge if you wanted to use that to apply. It says it has full coverage as well. I ended up picking up the wrong shade. I got 220 Natural Beige, and it is a tad bit too dark for me. I actually like this stick foundation a lot. It's very creamy. It's very easy to blend. Just blend it out with a denser foundation brush. Use the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush to apply all of these stick foundations. This one blended out really easily. It did have very, very good coverage. I'm not sure if it had full coverage, but it definitely had medium, and you could kind of concentrate and pack on more product on any problem areas. The staying power on this was actually really good as well. I do have normal to combination skin, so I don't get super oily throughout the day. I do get a little bit shinier in my T-zone area. I'll show you guys the clip of me wearing it at the end of a 12-hour workday, and as you can tell, it is a little bit shiny in the center of my face. My skin definitely looks glossy, but overall the foundation held up really well. The coverage is still there. It hasn't broken up or separated on my skin at all. I did think it looked really, really nice at the end of a 12-hour day. One thing I don't like about this product is that you don't really get a lot. You get 7 grams. This is like how much you get. I have used it obviously, but this is basically how much you get in the tube. I wish there was a little bit more product in it. The packaging is kind of deceiving. It's not my favorite stick foundation, but it's definitely a good one. And if you just wanted something super easy, quick to blend out, good coverage, with good staying power, then I would recommend you pick up that Maybelline Superstay one. The next foundation that I want to show you guys is the Revolution Beauty Fast Base Foundation. I don't have like the packaging on it anymore. I think maybe like the amount of product and the ingredients and stuff was on the plastic wrap that I ripped off. But it's also not a new foundation. It's been out on the market for quite a long time. I picked up the shade F6, which is a little bit too light for me. I still don't really know exactly how I feel about this stick foundation. What I will say is that the coverage is really, really nice, and it's probably the creamiest formula out of the 3 that I'm going to share with you guys. It is super creamy right off the bat. It's really easy to blend out. I don't know how much product you get, but it seems like you probably get a little bit more than the Maybelline. The Maybelline one's a bit fatter, but I do think you get a little bit more product in here. I'll have to double check, but it's definitely a creamier formula than the Maybelline one. It has really nice coverage. It's probably about a high medium to full coverage. Like I said, it blends really nicely. I think what I didn't like about it was that by the end of a work day, like a 12-hour day, it was kind of sitting heavy on my skin. I don't know if it was just the creamier consistency, but it just felt heavier on my skin. It felt like a thicker layer even though I applied the same amount. You'll see it in the close-up, but by the end of my 12-hour day, I could just see the foundation kind of like building up on my skin. It sank into the creases and fine lines on my face. It just looked like I was wearing a lot of foundation even though I wasn't. Like I felt like it got a little bit cakey by the end of the day. Shine-wise, I don't think it was that bad. It's probably about the same level of shine as the Maybelline stick foundation. It was definitely shiny in my like oilier areas, which is like right here, and I kind of felt like my nose was a little shiny as well. It wasn't too bad oil wise. The only thing, like I said, that I didn't really like about this one was that it looked a little cakey by the end of the day. I think for a short period of time, this would be a really nice foundation. It is quite a nice formula, I think. I'm definitely gonna wear it again. I just don't know if I'm gonna wear it for super long periods of time. I don't think it's one of those really long-lasting foundations. I realize I haven't really told you the price points on these foundations, but I'm pretty sure the Fast Base was around $9 Canadian and the Maybelline Superstay was around $11. I could be totally off, but that is what I think the prices are. I'm pretty sure those are what they are. You can find Makeup Revolution at London Drugs, and Maybelline is like everywhere, so you can find that anywhere. The last foundation is actually the foundation that I'm wearing on my skin in this video, and it's definitely my favorite stick foundation. I love this foundation. It actually might be one of my favorite foundations in general from the drugstore. I just think it works really well with my skin, and I love the way it looks. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick Foundation. This one claims to be multi-use for unifying, touching up, and sculpting. It has a natural finish. It says it's supposed to wear up to 24 hours and it has a medium coverage. I picked up the shade 402 Nude Beige. I love the way that this foundation looks on my skin. It is a creamy formula as well. You get 9 grams of product, so you end up getting more than the Maybelline one, which was 7 grams. I think this one was maybe a little bit more expensive, but wait for it to go on sale. Like, I think I picked it up for about like $11 anyway. But I really like the way this one looks on my skin, so I think it's actually worth the higher price point. It blends very easily, has very nice coverage. It's definitely medium coverage, but I also feel like you can build this one up and get it to a full coverage if you need to. It has such a nice finish. My skin looks super healthy when I wear this. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. Even though it has nice coverage, my skin still kind of shows through underneath it, so it's perfect for just like a quick, natural, everyday look. And as you can tell from the close-up, at the end of 12 hours, this was extremely long wearing. My skin did not look oily or greasy or anything. Foundation wasn't collecting around my nose or sinking into fine lines and creases. It didn't separate or break apart anywhere on my skin. It just looked really, really good at the end of the day. So I think it does live up to its long wearing claims. I don't know about 24 hours, but definitely like a 12-hour day. I just love the way it looks. Like, I think my skin looks super healthy. It's a bit dewy today because I did apply my Milani Prep Setting Glow setting powder under my eyes, and I applied the Catrice Dewy Finish setting spray. So my skin is looking a little bit shinier and dewier, but without dewy products, this foundation still gives your skin such a nice, healthy look to it. It just looks fresh. It doesn't look dry or cakey or anything. I honestly cannot think of anything bad to say about this foundation except for maybe the price point. It's such a nice product. I'm very glad I tried it out. It's definitely like up there for me in favorite foundations. It's a foundation that I actually don't mind applying on my skin. I don't like wearing foundation. I don't wear it actually that often at all, but I feel like I'm gonna wear this one a lot because I do love the way it looks and feels on my skin. Anyway, that sums up this video. I know it was kind of short. Hopefully it was to the point and I didn't ramble that much. If you've tried any of these 3, let me know as well. Let me know if you like them, if you didn't like them. Oh, and also let me know if you tried the Wet n Wild stick foundation or the Milani stick foundations, because I kind of still want to try them even though it'll probably be like a year when they finally get released in Canada. Anyway, I think that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching Foundation February. I hope you enjoyed all the foundation videos. I have 2 more videos coming out, and one of them is going to be on powder foundations and the other one is going to be the wrap-up video. Basically, I'm kind of going to give you guys an overview of all the foundations that I tested through first impression wear test videos. That is basically everything. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!